Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 26.2, and today I want to talk about mixers. You can see, well, maybe you don't know this, but the top here is a mixer, and the one that's down here that's got the black knobs and stuff is also a mixer. I've got it set up so that the top mixer here, it's kind of my main mixer. That's what I usually mix to for the audio for the YouTube videos. You can see here, well, maybe you can't tell, but this is set to the Shure microphone I've got. This is set to my AKG. I've got them down right now because if I pull them up with the speakers also outputting, I'll create a feedback loop, which I don't want. If you have ever heard it, it's kind of loud and annoying, and it can blow out your speakers or damage your ears and stuff. So if you're messing around with doing things that could create feedback loops, definitely be careful there. But beyond that, it allows me to figure out or adjust the volume. I can use these faders to set the volume that I want, especially as if I'm trying to mix a couple different things into the SP404 Mark II that I want to have at specific volumes. I can just really quickly just move the sliders. I've had people ask before, so if this is a gain, allows you, this fader is giving you gain, how come this has a gain knob as well? A big reason for that is you usually use the top knob for what I guess would be called a unity gain, but basically what you're trying to do is get it to the maximum volume for each device that you can get without it clipping, because you don't want these clipping lights to come on. That means that you're losing digital audio. But then you can just, once you have your unity gain set, you can then use your fader to know that your whatever is going to be maximum is 0, and then you kind of start tapping them down to get to wherever you want it to fit in the mix. Similarly, you'll see a lot of mixers will have things like a low pass filter, a mid or high. This one particular, for example, only has a high and low. There's no mid, but I can adjust how much I want to send to my monitoring or cue to come out of the headphones, or some extra ports on the back here. I can have an FX send. This has a lot of different reverbs on it, so if I wanted to add some reverb to an entire mix, I can do that pretty easily. You got a pan knob, and on the bottom here is your you got FX. Sorry, this is FX if you want to do an FX route outside externally, and then you've also got your pan, so you can adjust how much where your audio is in the left and right stereo field. And then that's kind of this top one. As I said, I use that a lot for the final mix for the videos, just so I can try and adjust things as best I can by ear and then kind of go for it. I've also got down here, this other one is what I'm using for a submix. It's really taking a lot of the different instruments and samplers and things and allowing me to adjust the volume for them. But also, since I'm usually only using one at a time, I can come in and just quickly mute and unmute them without having to do a whole lot of fuss to then bring in the audio that I want. And this still has, it's got a gain, it's got a panning, and you've got a Q/FX send on it as well. This is what I actually used to use for my earlier videos to do my mixing, but I've found that the RX 1202FX has been a lot better. It gives me a lot more granular control on the mix, so that's what I've been using instead for mixing the audio for the YouTube channel. But anyway, I hope that gives you guys a good sense for why you'd want to do that, especially with the patch bays here and the mixers. I can reroute audio a lot. I can determine how much I want to mix, how much volume, panning, and other things, and it's super helpful to be able to do that kind of stuff, so that I can try and adjust volumes so that I can get my audio for the Mark II more in the background, keep my vocal a little bit higher without, and then at least knowing that whether I'm clipping or not. So hopefully that helps you guys out, gives you a sense of kind of what I got set up here. But take it easy, keep having fun, keep making beats, and peace.